Hey, what's up everybody? Will Mosby here, back with yet another video, and in this video I'm going to be giving my 5,000 mile update review of the Radar Renegade AT Pro tires. Let's go. Alright, so as you may know, I got these Radar Renegade AT Pros and I put those on last year. But as I promised Radar, I was going to give them my unbiased opinion of the tires, which I did in the first video. And if you haven't seen that first video, go check it out here. Part of the deal was I had to give them a 5,000 and 10,000, 15,000 mile post, kind of review after that, just to see how they were doing along the way. But it's not quite 5,000 miles. It's more like closer to 8 probably. I don't know what happened. I'm tardy. I apologize. It's just nothing but excuses from here on. Okay.
You are one pathetic loser.
This is the first video past the initial video. All right. So we're going to take a look at the tires, see what they look like today, how they have worn, and then I'm going to jump in the truck and I'm going to go for a little cruise and we'll talk about how they sound and whatnot. Okay, maybe even show you a few pictures of how they performed in the snow. So let's turn the camera around and let's take a look at the tires. Here we go. All right, here they are. Don't be too harsh on me. The truck is kind of dirty right now, but oh well. And the wheels are dirty, but that's okay. What do you think? You have nothing to compare it to, do you? Oh, but wait. Yes, you do, or I do. Check this out. This is the spare. So, I never put the spare on. Ugh. It's hard to do one-handed. Yeah, so let's just roll it up here. These are, as you saw in the first video, 305/55 R20s. Let's look at it this way. 305/55 R20s. Okay? What do you think? See any difference? Not much, really. I mean, not much at all. They look really good. These things have performed so good. Like, I'm really, really impressed by them. I've had a few comments on there on the channel that people have gone out and based off of my first initial review, they went out and they bought theirs. Then there were some comments about, how do these things do in the rain or how they do in the snow, because they live in a place where they get a little more snow than what we get here. We might get snow like once a year here in Charlotte. Up in the mountains of North Carolina, you might get a little more. I'll show you that. Man, these things look, that's really good. I promise you there's 8,000 miles on these things, if not more than that. So as you can see, these things have worn very well. All 4 tires look almost identical. They hardly look like they have any wear to them at all. They have performed outstanding. So now, let's jump in the truck, let's go for a little ride, and we'll see how they sound. Because that was a big factor for me. Is there any hum? Now that it has a few thousand miles on them, is there going to be any hum to the tire? Let's check it out. All right, so one of the biggest factors for me choosing these tires, if not the biggest factor, is road noise. The previous set that I had, I just could not hear a thing in the cab. It was so loud, the hum was so loud. And still to this day, even with this many miles on this set of tires, they still look good, as you saw previously. But even better, they sound just like they did day one. There's hardly any road noise. There's a little, the smallest bit of hum, and if I, will shut up just a little bit, you'll be able to hear it. So maybe what you hear is the air conditioner running. It's 87 degrees here right now, but I'm doing 45 down a back 2-lane road right now, near my house, and there's hardly any road noise. And that they handle very good. Some of the questions on YouTube were, how do they handle in, you know, not sunny conditions, not like this? How do they handle in like rain and or snow? So first, let me tell you about rain. These things handle great in the rain. I've never had a single issue roaming around. Of course, I don't drive like super fast in the rain. Why would you want to do that? But just trust me on this one. They handle fantastic on wet pavement. But I do have a little bit of a story to share about snow. It doesn't snow here very often. Maybe once here in Charlotte a year, and that's even a mild possibility that it's going to do that. But you might catch a little snow up in the mountains of North Carolina if you happen to go up towards like Beach or Sugar Mountain, something like that, Grandfather Mountain. Well, our daughter, who goes to school at App State, which is in Boone, North Carolina, we wanted to go skiing back in January to Beach Mountain. So we pick her up, and there's no snow in Boone. We go up to Beach, and it just started to snow a little bit on our way there. And then it started to snow a lot. To tell you the truth, at the end, and I'm going to make a long story short, it snowed 15 inches that day. We were not ready for 15 inches of snow. But, and coming down the mountain, you know, normally it would take us, you know, 25 minutes, 30 minutes to go from Boone over to Beach Mountain. It took us 2.5 hours because of the traffic jam coming off the mountain. Everyone was sliding around everywhere. People off on the side of the road, running into barriers. There were wrecks nonstop on the way down. This thing handled it great. These tires are great in the snow. Did I slide a little bit? Sure, but I mean, they had pretty decent traction. There was a car behind me. I could see it in my rearview mirror as it was coming up, and it was a car. A girl driving a car behind me, Michigan plates of all things. She's sliding next to me. I just kind of wheeled out of her way, and she literally slid up to the right-hand side of my truck. It was very slippery coming down that mountain, and the tires did great. They handled the snow just like better than I expected, way better than I expected. So we can put that one to bed. If these things work well in rain or snow, the answer is 1000% yes. Hey, and speaking of what works well, it really helps the YouTube channel and make it work well if you hit like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. All right, hey, that's it for this video. Hopefully you found this video helpful in possibly helping you make a decision if you should go out and buy some Radar Renegade AT Pro tires. I highly recommend them. So, I don't think you will. I have no idea what that was in my backyard. I know that you will not be dissatisfied. There you go. We'll see you in the next video.